tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Klay Thompson. Davis is out there with Derek Lively. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porter. Takes a 3. Rebound by Marshall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good by Davis.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Near the three-point line, it's...
Oh, man!
What a finish!
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Now, here is Irving. And Thompson kicks to Marshall. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here. Got that one up quick.
Boy, the coaching staff loves when Porter Jr. takes these kinds of shots. It really helps establish a rhythm for him.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Now Marshall following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. And it's Davis missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jokic kicks to Murray. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Irving. High post, Davis. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Davis has got 8.
Feeling it from 3D deep. Way downtown. AD. Didn't know you had it like that, big fella.
Here's Lively. And on the way from Irving for 3. Thompson passes to Davis. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
There's so many ways Davis can beat you on the interior. Defenders always on their heels when he is attacking.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I could truly say what I had, I gave it my all. That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. For 3, Murray. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Mark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
Now Porter following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And that one's good by Porter.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Right wing. Outside, Davis. Pass to Marshall. 5 to shoot. Davis against Gordon. Dallas again missing.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Brown, the pass to Gordon. To the middle. Stolen by Lively. Here's Marshall, guarded by Porter. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's Thompson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And pushing it up, here's Denver. A nice shot by Brown.
Elite vision from Jokic. Knows exactly where his teammates are at all times. And recognizes the defense, too.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Irving kicks to Davis. Marshall with it. Orders there. Irving surveying the floor. Just 4 to shoot. Misses from close range. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Denver. And it was from three-point. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Daniel Gafford. Exum is out there with Williams. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Prosper in at the 4-man position.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Williams. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The Mavericks trailing. Exum passes to Williams. Exum deciding where to go with it. Screen by Gafford. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Exum.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Watson for 3. Denver the rebound. Left side, Jordan. Here's Chunchar. 3-pointer. Over to the wing. Now, here's Watson. He's covered closely, and there it is for him. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Gafford. He has yet to score. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Gray, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Now Westbrook, after Dante Exum's 3-pointer that didn't go. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Dallas ball.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. From outside the arc, Chunchard grabs the miss. Denver's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Now here's Williams inside. Prosper. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And here are the Mavericks now. Denver able to drain the 3. Up top, Gafford. The kick out to Williams. Lock at 6. Now Exum. Offline with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Watson. Pass to Chunshar. Now here's Westbrook. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Fires the 3. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
Love the preparation that time by Westbrook. He was ready to shoot it before he caught it.
Here's Exum, and finished off by Exum.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Offensive rebound. Jordan kicks to Watson. Goes up again, beyond the arc. And Russell Westbrook good for 3. Westbrook's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Denver.
Boy, and that's a big deal for Westbrook because when he starts to knock down shots from distance, it really opens up his full bag of attack mode offense.
Second team foul.
30 seconds left in the second quarter. Williams from outside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter at the small forward. That's the group on the 4 for Denver. Back to Porter. Takes the 3. Traps in the tray. Porter's got 12 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And Denver has possession. They lead by 4. Pulls up. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 14 points for him.
Porter is all in on the offensive end. Never missing a chance to give his team a boost.
Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards, but man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season, and a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Now here's Thompson. He has 5. Good on the bucket.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Stolen by Thompson. Irving drives in. Shot's good. Marshall making the play.
Assist
Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Porter, no luck. Mavericks have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Floats it up for Jokic. Pass to Porter. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. It's intercepted. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Brown. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 5 now. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
For three, Murray kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Brown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Gordon is quick in everything he does. I mean, including how he passes the ball. This guy plays with great quickness.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Davis looking for an opening. Marshall sets a screen for Davis. Driving in. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in 2-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in 3-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets. This is what the big-time players in the league do. Anthony Davis just had his team get hit for a three-pointer on defense. He comes right back at him with a 3 of his own. Bang!
Now Irving following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Here's Thompson. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Clay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
Porter, no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now Murray. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Jokic with the bucket.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now, here is Irving. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Porter outside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. And stolen by Murray. And the call will be against Derek Lively. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Murray surveying the D. On the wing, Porter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Irving passes to Thompson. Gets it off, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Williams is out there with Exum. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Washington. And it's Prosper in at the 4. Westbrook kicks to Watson. No good from outside.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Strother, no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Prosper. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Jordan against Gafford. They get a hand on it. Gafford with the steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nuggets.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover. Doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group.
Second team foul.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Murray. He gets that one.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
Irving against Murray. Into the lane. Porter passes to Brown. Misses the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Irving at the elbow. It's Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Denver in the lead. Murray with it. He's picked up by Irving. And a wide open look for Porter. Drills the three-pointer. Porter's got 20 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Lively sets a screen for Thompson. Can't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 5. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Brown. Here's Gordon. Oh, Porter in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Beautiful catch and flush right there by Porter Jr. gliding into that alley-oop.
The three from Davis. Doesn't go for him.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
And a wide open look for Irving. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
To the wing right side. Stolen by Lively. Thompson way outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Outside for Murray. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Murray's got his first basket of the night.
Look at how instant Murray's shooting can be. Gets the pass, plants the feet, and drills it.
Davis with a screen on Murray. Outside, Davis. Four on the shot clock. Irving from long range. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Irving. Pass to Jokic. Marshall with the steal. Davis, that's for 2. The quick look, no good that time.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Porter. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Dallas with the ball. Irving kicks to Thompson. the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident. Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Abaji in at the shooting guard position. And that one's good. Ingram.
They expect Brandon Ingram to give them a constant inside-outside threat. And he's got to go ahead from three-point line whenever he wants it.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Ingram against Porter. Quickly outside. Outside Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Fades. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Ingram's got 5 points.
That jumper right there, pretty pure from B.I. Sized up the D and just took it.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
The 3 from Barnes. Outside for Ingram. The 3. Porter pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Porter. 4-3. Rebound by the Raptors. The 3 from Quickly. The shot, no good. The Nuggets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
And that's what he's known for, right? His ability to scan the floor and find open guys.
Pass to Barnes. Launches it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, Porter Jr. knows how good he is from that range, so not hesitating.
Gordon with a steal. On the wing, Murray. Back to Jokic. On the wing, Murray. The 3 is up. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 4. Ingram, the pass to Abaji. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Brown. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far. Ingram with the ball. Now Porter defending. Ingram, the pass to Pirtle. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic just got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Porter. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Porter's got 12 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Murray from outside. And another 3 for Denver.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
First team foul.
1:02 left in the first.
Gordon, one of those guys defensively that shows off versatility, almost guarding 1 through 5 positions.
Takes the 3. And it's Porter. That time on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Ingram. Nice shot from the wing. He has 7.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Murray inside. Covered by Ingram. Pass to Brown. Back to Porter. Fires from deep. Rebound, Toronto.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pirtle with a screen on Porter. Quickly passes to Pirtle. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Jokic. And here's Porter outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Michael Porter, he's been the guy making... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got DeAndre Jordan. Hayden Watson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
Now here's Dick. Pass to Shed. Boucher, a screen on Westbrook. Dick, the pass to Boucher. Here's Shed. Back to Boucher. From outside the arc. Clock is at 3. And out of bounds. The Nuggets will take it.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Over to the wing. Pass to Strother. Westbrook left side. There's the 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
Nice job by Russell just not forcing anything on that play.
It's stolen. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Denver shooting their first free throw of the night. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously, and size certainly helps, and then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Now here's Watson. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Fade away. Good work defensively by Dick. Boucher with it. Jordan picks him up. Pass to Barrett. They need this. On the take, and that one is stuffed right through.
RJ does such a nice job of just changing speeds out there. And when he does that and picks the right angle, he'll score.
Now here's Boucher. No points yet. Here's Battle. The 3 ball. He buries it from 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Westbrook right side. Takes a 3. Fires in the triple. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
I mean, the guy is just cut from another cloth. No one is as competitive as Russell Westbrook. You know he's going to answer back.
Now here's Boucher. Kicks it out to Barrett. Jacks up a 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Outside Watson, pass to Strother. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dick.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Alec. Thank you. And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. For three, Westbrook. And it's Battle with a rebound. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Mobo. Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Dick. Boucher a screen on Westbrook. Here's Battle. Outside Barrett. Five on the clock. There's a screen. This one for three. He can't get that one to fall. The Nuggets lead by 8. Here's Watson. Jordan, the pass to Watson. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Launches a three. Sinks the tray. Westbrook's got his second bucket on the night.
You got to pick your poison. Westbrook, if he gets that dribble going, it really helps him in terms of his rhythm. That opens up the three ball.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, it's called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Quickly from outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we finished off one half of play. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 12. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about a shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Roden in a 2-guard.
Woohoo, these teams are dueling, and Brandon Ingram answers back with a triple of his own.
Pass to Porter. They kick it out to Murray. Porter with a screen on Quickly. Back to Porter from downtown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
They set him up. Porter's going to knock him down. He's a terrific shooter who can do some damage from anywhere.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Three-pointer, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Porter from outside. Barnes against Jokic. Porter the pass to Murray. Gordon on the wing. Here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Now here's Porter. 21 points in the game. Brown passes to Porter. Again, Porter missing. Raptors trail by 15. Pass to Roden. Over Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Now here's Pirtle. Quickly outside. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Porter with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Back to Porter. From deep. Another miss by Porter. Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And here's Ingram from the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Right now, Brandon Ingram is just taking command of the entire game.
Murray for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Quickly. And here's Pirtle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. After years of competing for championships and winning one, Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brent.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years, and then last couple of years a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. He drops it from range.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. For 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
They're just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Here's Dick. Pass to Mobo. There's the steal. Here's Chanchar. And the 3 off target. Raptors trail by 17. On the break. Barrett passes to Dick. Knocks it down from distance. Dick's got 6.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Pass to Strother. Beyond the arc. Cuts off the pass. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Dick. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Grady Dick. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Barrett. Now here's Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Dick. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Denver. A sizable lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Peyton Watson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Watson. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
The Nuggets lead by 14. In transition. Let's go with a 3. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the middle. Tipped. For 3, Barrett. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Strother. Kept alive. Pass to Chanchar. Westbrook left side. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's Dick. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Michael Porter comes in for Chanchar. Brown's checked in for Strother. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Porter gets the bucket.
You just look at how smooth that shot is from Porter Jr. From range, he knows what he's doing.
Quickly passes to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Quickly from outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Sweet shooting touch from the confident guard. Quickly's role is to score as often as possible.
Murray passes to Brown. Screen by Watson. And there's the lob. Pass to Brown. Outside Murray. Porter from outside. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The three is up. Quickly with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Murray. Pass to Brown. Now here's Porter. Covered by Ingram. 4-3. Outside for Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the 2 minutes.
Fires the three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And it's Quickly with a miss. The Nuggets lead by 19. Jokic passes to Porter. Over Ingram. Porter's shot is off.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
On the wing Quickly. There's the triple. Goes back up. Barnes, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Nuggets.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Michael Porter.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Murray for three. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Now here's Murray. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. The three from Barnes. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Pass to Porter, and here's Jokic for three. Porter's shot is off. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
we have here in the front court, Greg?
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Dick. And it's Abaji in at the 2. And that one's good, Ingram.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
Outside Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Outside Davis. Five on the clock. Out to Thompson. For the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
Here's Dick. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David. And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Pirtle.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
And Barnes gets double-teamed. Pass to Dick. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Marshall can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Dick. Here's Abaji. Back to Dick. Pass to Abaji from past the arc. That shot missing. The Mavericks trailing. Thompson looking for an opening and stolen by Barnes. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And here's Ingram from the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
That puts them in the lead.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Here's Ingram out to the wing. Pirtle finds Ingram. the 17-footer. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Irving for three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by one. Barnes the screen. For three, Ingram. And he's good on the three ball. Ingram's got 11.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Outside Irving. Dick with the steal. One-on-one here. And the dunk by Barnes.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for Toronto. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one. Boy, you love that he wants to finish with authority, sending a message to the defense. R.J. Barrett.
Quickly against Williams, and it's blocked. Pass to Boucher. The tray. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Raptors leading by 9. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobo. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a pull stretch offensively for sure. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Quickly kicks to Barrett. Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Barrett's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors. Pass to Walter. For three. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington passes to Exum. Here's the three. Boucher with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Exum, and the three ball is good. Exum's got it back down to single digits for Dallas.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Williams scanning the floor. There's 1:59 left to play here in the half. Here's Exum. Good on the three-point shot. Exum's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Mavericks.
They'd like to see Dante Exum do this consistently. Nice to see his jumper coming along.
Pass to Mobo. Six on the shot clock. Barrett against Washington. Puts up a three, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Raptors substitution. number 77.
We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. Williams for three. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto leading by 6. Pass to Battle from downtown. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
From deep Washington, Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barrett for 3, and again Toronto with the triple.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
From deep Washington, trains it from beyond the arc.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Now, here's Barrett. He's defended by Exum. That one doesn't drop. Pass to Prosper. Exum with it. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. A three-pointer off the mark. One-on-one here. Here's Barrett. Puts the move on. Here's Boucher. Buried from outside.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
They're going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And checking out the group for Darko Rojakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then there's Dick. Then it's Ingram. And it's Abaji in at the 2-guard spot. Shot clock at 3. Ingram wide open. Here's Pirtle. Out to Ingram. Tries yet again. And he knocks down the jumper. Ingram's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Irving for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Irving's got 6 points.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Ingram. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
That's a nice read from Scotty Barnes. This guy understands how and when to deliver the basketball.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
First team foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Irving from long range. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Dick. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 16. Marshall with it. Launches it. Dallas again missing. Dick with it. Guarded now by Irving. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Here's Walter. He's covered by Thompson. Barrett inside the three-point line. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson from long range sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 6 points.
Now this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
Lively. First personal foul. 14 foul.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Here's Mobo. Pass to Walter. Left side, Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
To the inside. Lively finds Davis. Shoots it up. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Davis for 3. 1:04 left in the third. From the arc. No good. Raptors leading by 17. Here's Quickly. Here he goes. Here's Walter. Hands it from downtown. Walter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done. Dallas again missing. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Mobo. The Mavericks pull it in. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Davis gets a wide open look. Davis can't get that one to fall.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Off target from 3-point range. Good if it goes. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Toronto closing out the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Davis. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in its small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Buries it from 3-point range.
It's always a good sign when the 3 is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
And that one's good quickly.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Onside, Barrett. Here's Boucher, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Now, this is a young guy stretching the big position, right? Chris Boucher very willing to rise and fire from downtown.
The 3 from Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. Toronto leading by 23. Barrett with the ball. Guarded now by Marshall. Quickly with a wide open look. Pass to Walter. Now, here's Barrett. Clock at 6. Goes back up. That's good on the jump shot.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Thompson outside. And here's Davis for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Davis against Quickly. The 3. Puts up a deep 3. And Lively pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The 3 from Davis. Abaji pulls it in.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
And that one's good, Ingram.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
The 3 from Davis. Connects from three-point range. Davis has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Dallas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Ingram. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
How about the athleticism? Kyrie stops on a dime, knocks it in. Some of the best breaks in the league.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Thompson in the corner. Lively sets a screen for Thompson. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 1:43 left to play here in the fourth. Mavericks trailed by 21. Marshall with it, now guarded by Ingram. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Toronto.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
From deep. Dick can't get it to go. Here's Dallas. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
40 seconds left in the fourth. Fires the 3. Now Lively. Lively a screen on Pirtle. The shot by Thompson and no one's around. Again the miss by the Mavericks. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Ingram with room to shoot. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Nobody near Irving. No good. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat faggot. Let me still let him run, let him eat stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Davis. And it's Marshall in at the three, the small forward. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Outside Davis. Outside Irving. Davis a screen. Lively with it. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Lively. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Murray. Here's Lively. No good from outside. And it's Jokic with the ball for Denver. It's a three-point game. Murray, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Here's Marshall. Pass to Lively. And a nice finish on the layup. Lively's got 5 now.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Davis. And a miss there on the triple. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Brown. With the fadeaway. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Marshall. Outside for Davis. Back to Marshall. Davis with a screen on Murray. Thompson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. They get it again. Back to Irving. Davis a screen. Another shot. And it's Irving missing. Nuggets trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Out to Gordon. Outside Porter. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Outside Davis, the 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. Gordon finds Porter. Screen by Gordon. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it, and you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
Now here's Davis. Yet to see a basket. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Out to Gordon. Outside Murray. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Davis. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Davis, the pass to Lively. Lively with a screen on Murray. side, Irving. Jacks up a three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Denver.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
They've got Williams. He's out there with Dante Exum. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Prosper in at the 4. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Pass to Chanchar. Now here's Watson. Shoots it from the corner. And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall. Mavericks trail by 11. Left side, Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Denver's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Exum. No points yet. Drains the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Denver leading by 10. Pass to Chanchar. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Prosper, and he dunks it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
The 3 ball. And the basket by Prosper. Prosper's got 5 now.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Watson. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Exum with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Here's Chanchar. He's scoreless. Here's Prosper. Driving in. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Outside Watson. Pass to Strother. Back to Watson. 3-pointer. Westbrook right side. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Watson's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, few guys drop dimes like Westbrook. He has an innate talent for setting up shooters.
Now here's Exum. Defense is right there. From behind the arc. And it's Jordan with the rebound. The Nuggets lead by 6. And it's on Dante Exum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The fadeaway. And again, Denver with a 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
The Mavericks rebound. Pass to Gafford. Let's go with a 3. That one no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Back to Watson. Now Jordan. And stolen by Williams. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Denver. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. From the arc. And he can't get that one. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Prosper. The kick out to Williams. Back to Gafford. 6 to shoot. Pass to Washington. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Williams with it. Launches it. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up the arc.
And again, it's Denver missing. Gafford finds Williams. Now Exum. The 3 is up. That shot missing. That'll do it for the first half. It's Denver. They're up by 6. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. On the court for the Nuggets, Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle, and it's Murray in at the point. Porter's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Marshall. There's the 3. Davis, the pass to Irving. Takes the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Graham.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And that one's good. Thompson.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Gordon. Here he goes. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
And that one's good. Davis.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Up top, Thompson. Pass to Davis. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Gordon. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Marshall. Off target with the 3. The Nuggets lead by 6. Here's Brown. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
The 3 from Thompson. Denver grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. From deep. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Irving. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, when we talk about guards, Kyrie is one of the best at scoring inside.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. To the right side. Here's Brown. And again, it's Denver missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Lively's shot is off. And Gordon has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They lead by 4. Offensive rebound. Back to Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Irving against Murray. Irving looking around from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 7 tonight. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's blocked by Davis. Gordon on the take. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
A top athlete in a league of the best. Gordon creates problems with the ball on the move. Hard to keep up with.
Mavericks trail by 7. The 3 from Thompson. Thompson finishes in transition. Good execution.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Brown. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Davis, the pass to Irving. And stolen by Murray. Jokic with a screen on Davis. And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets ahead, up 7. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Irving in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Porter the pass to Gordon. Here's Brown, covered by Lively. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 9 points here in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Irving gets it to go.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Jokic with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. Mavericks trail by 5. And it's Marshall penetrating. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Terrific up-tempo play by Murray. Gets the ball, and moments later, he has a shot up.
On the wing, Thompson. From downtown, Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Out to the right wing. Here's Brown, defended by Thompson. Brown passes to Jokic. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Irving against Murray. Irving, that's good. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Irving against Murray. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Gordon outside. Just 5 to shoot. Brown passes to Jokic. Oh, Jokic powers it in.
And this is how powerful Jokic is, able to still score despite the contact.
Davis against Gordon. Gordon with a steal. All by himself. And Gordon with the big finish.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
A minute 58 left in the game. Brown passes to Murray. Gordon outside. This one for 3. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Irving for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Irving's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul of the game. 1:19 left in the 4th quarter.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
Marshall can't hit. Denver leading by 9. On the wing, Porter, covered by Lively. Porter against Lively. Murray deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 44 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. There's Davis with the 3. Jokic grabs the board. And here's Denver. Outside Murray. Pass to Brown. Here's Murray. Stolen by Davis. Timeout called. The Mavericks. They're behind by 9. Guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Substitution on the court.
And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
That one's good. And so it's Denver with the W. And they bear. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.
Should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot.
And Hurdle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Porter against Ingram. On the wing, Gordon. A three-pointer, no good. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Took him no time at all on that one.
Whether it's a catch and shoot or off the bounce, Grady Dick can knock it down. Tremendous jump shooter.
There's Porter with the 3, sinks the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
A 3 from Quickly. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. When it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there and help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And it's Ingram missing. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Lets the 3 fly. Murray, no good. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Dick. Ingram, wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
There's Porter with the 3. It's rebounded by Quickly. Raptors leading by 5. For 3, Ingram. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Takes the 3. Good on the triple. Ingram's got 7 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Brown, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Quickly, that's for 2. Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Quickly's got his 2nd basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. 1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Brown. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Over in the corner, Barnes gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
It's Ingram on the wing. Jokic defending. Hurdle kicks to Quickly. High arcing shot, and the basket is good. He's got 7.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Gordon with no one around. Here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. To halt the run. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Abaji. Nothing on the board. Fires it up. Top of the key jumper, no good. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot is off the mark this time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Raptors. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Raptors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Peyton Watson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2.
Well, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
Jordan finds Westbrook. Watson for 3. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. Bobo's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Barrett wide open. He fires. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
And it's all said and done. Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Here's Dick. Pass to Mobo. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Mobo's got 5 points in the quarter.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now, here's Watson. Barrett covering. Here's Strother. 6 to shoot. Down low. Chanchar. And the layup falls.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
They get it back. Pass to Mobo. It's Dick on the wing. From the arc. Chanchar grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 17. Here's Strother. Nailed from three-point land. Strother's got his first 3 points of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Barrett for 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And this is who Barrett is, a competitor, someone who looks to get revenge whenever he can.
Knocked away. Dick with the steal. Onside Barrett. And Barrett slams it in. And the Raptors lead by 19.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Westbrook. Pass to Strother. Shoots it. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to Barrett. Here's Dick. The 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love the preparation that time by Westbrook. He was ready to shoot it before he caught it.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Strother. Shoots the three. They get the rebound. Here's Jordan. Here's Strother. To the middle. Here's Watson. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jordan. Rebound by the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Westbrook. It's deflected. Here's Mobo. 5 points in the game.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Westbrook finds Watson. Here's Strother. The Nuggets with another miss. That will count. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. And it's Lawson in a shooting guard. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Ingram passes to Pirtle. Lawson surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot up. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
Ingram kicks to Lawson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Porter passes to Brown. There's a screen by Porter. And again, Denver with the triple.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
That's a 2 from Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got 5. The Nuggets trail by 14. Murray right side. Pass to Brown. The kick out to Porter. Lets it go. Offensive rebound to the left wing. This one for 3. Brown's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go. And how's How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
And that one is good.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
The offensive rebound, the kick out to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient, almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, he'll take it.
Both free throws, good for Ingram. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Murray. Good work there as it goes.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Mobile. And a big-time jam right there.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly. And you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too. And you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Ingram with it. Now guarded by Porter. Ingram dishes to Robinson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Mobo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Raptors have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. Here's Brown. He's got 9. Fires for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto with a side. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So out there for the Nuggets right now, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. And it's Jokic in at the center. To the paint. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Sees the alley-oop. Porter with a block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. The Nuggets trail by 16. For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Porter against Barrett. A 3 ball. And again, Toronto no luck. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Porter finds Murray. Shoots over Walter. Murray, no good. Raptors leading by 16. For 3, Barrett. Barrett with another miss. Nuggets shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Down low. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. And the Raptors lead by 19. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Raptors?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
The three-pointer is right on target.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
To the middle. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Another 3 for Denver.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Beyond the arc. Mobo with the rebound.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
For 3, Barrett. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for R.J. Barrett.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. The Nuggets with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Launches it. Barrett with another miss. And Denver has possession, down by 15.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They could use a bucket. Barrett with another miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brown. "12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it's
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, call me
up-tempo affair, Brent. Both teams aren't shy about getting out on the break.
I think about it, BA, are the coaches telling each of their teams tonight, look, as fast as we get out in transition, we have to do the same in terms of getting back in transition defense. Just slow them down 3 or 4 seconds to make them set up anything in the half-court offense, and ultimately that could win out here tonight.
And now Dallas' starting group. Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Lively in at the center position. Now here's Ingram. It's Pirtle high post. Lets the three fly. And it's Irving with a rebound. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Marshall. Back to Thompson. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it in.
Yeah, capable of more than just 3 balls as Clay gets to the interior that time.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The three from Barnes. Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. Ingram with the ball. Fades back. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. On target from range. Thompson's got 5.
Clay not forcing anything, just waiting for his time and collecting points in the flow of the offense.
Looking at the Raptors, Brent, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, it felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, BA. There wasn't a lot of, progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, BA. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, that's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night. We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Davis. Irving for 3, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
Ingram with a screen on Irving. And it's quickly with a miss. Dallas leading by 9. Launches it from deep. And it's Irving missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Marshall. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. This one to 3. Rebound Toronto. Pass to Ingram. Here's Shed. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Irving, the pass to Davis. A minute 4 left to play in the first quarter. Dallas no good that time either. Raptors trail by 7. Thompson with a steal. Irving for 3. Knocks down the long J. Irving's got 11 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Marshall. Still no points. Ingram deciding where to go with it. There's the 3. Thompson pulls it in. Quickly against Davis. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
They've got Dick. He's out there with Walter, and it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Nails it from 3. Exum's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Outside Dick, the 3 is up. He is hauled in by Exum. Dallas leading by 13. Takes the 3. They get it back. Washington outside. Here's Prosper. Off the mark there with a 3. Outside Dick. Robinson on the wing. Back to Dick. Pass to Mobo. Outside Dick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barrett. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Dallas has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Raptors trail by 13. Dick with it. Guarded now by Williams. Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Pass to Prosper. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Williams from long range. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Driving to the basket. Boucher outside. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Boucher's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Williams. And he makes it on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Outside for Boucher. Here's Mobo. And he banks in the layup. Mobo's got his first 2 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Pass to Prosper. Puts up a 3. Rebound Toronto.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
There's 48 seconds left in the second period. Outside, Williams sinks it from distance. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
Back to Dick. Pass to Barrett.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Washington.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Here's Exum. 3-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 13. Pass to Battle. Lets the 3 fly. Gafford grabs the miss. Exum right side. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunity.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Najee Marshall. Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving in at the point. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Ingram. And yep, it's good. Ingram's got 10.
Well, when Ingram gets the ball on the inside, his length can really help him out to create shot opportunities.
And Brandon Ingram was the key piece of the Anthony Davis trade. That move changed his career, Brent.
No doubt about it. B.I. won the most improved player of the year in his first season away from the Lakers. So sometimes that change of scenery can open up opportunity and get you a chance to show your excellence.
Raptors trail by 16. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Ingram. Kicks it to Quickly from behind the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Quickly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Irving with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Irving against Quickly. Lively with a screen on Quickly. Irving, the pass to Lively. Outside for Irving. 3-pointer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Davis against Barnes. Outside Ingram. Kicks it to Quickly. To the left side wing. Fires the 3. And the Raptors Raptors, another three.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Basket's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Kicks it to Quickly. Outside Ingram. Ingram on the wing. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And gotta love the long, long arms of Brandon Ingram.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Dallas leading by 10. Irving looking around. Lively with a screen on Quickly. Lively finds Irving. Pass to Marshall. To the wing on the left. The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Ingram.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Here's Marshall. The 3-pointer off the mark. And here are the Raptors now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. The 3 from Quickly. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They led by as many as 18. Irving against Quickly. Outside for Davis. The big man Davis attacking.
That's one of the skills that separates AD from the other bigs in the league, is he can do it off the bounce.
Quickly passes to Ingram. The 3 is up. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Irving, the pass to Davis. Stolen by Quickly. Here's Shed, and he drives in. Out to the wing. Pass to Barnes. Davis against Ingram. The Raptors need to get off a shot. The 3 from Barnes. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Thompson against Ingram. Thompson passes to Davis. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Dallas on top. They lead by 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. R.J. Barrett out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Dick, defended by Thompson. Here's Boucher for 3. Counted from distance.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Irving against Barrett. From the right block. Davis misses. Raptors trail by 7. It's stolen by Irving. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Thompson finishes in transition. Good execution. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. and that's produced some easy scores.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
And here's Ingram outside, and the Raptors another three.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive, and by everything, I mean draining threes.
Lively passes to Irving. Screen by Lively. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. There's the triple. Pass to Marshall. Left side, Davis. Thompson outside. Here's the three. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 6. Ingram, the pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Davis with a screen on Barrett. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Davis, the pass to Lively. Barrett against Irving. Back to Davis. From deep three-point land. Again, the miss by Dallas. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 5.
Wow, Barrett not giving up and making the difference.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Barrett against Irving. Lively with a screen on Barrett. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Kyrie right now taking it to another level. We know he's capable.
Kicks it out to Barrett. Back to Dick. Outside Ingram. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Well, Ingram's going to come through when it's crucial. He did so there.
Dallas leading by 3. Outside Davis. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter here. A tough finish inside from Davis.
Well, with the game's outcome hanging in the balance, Davis does exactly what he needs to do. A gigantic shot from their big man.
Davis, no good on that free throw. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul. And no surprise here at this stage of the game.
Coach's challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Davis a screen. Easy 2 for AD.
Awesome job by AD to get the ball in a favorable spot. That's most anywhere, but comes up big with that basket.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Barnes.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a 1-possession game.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Davis, and he buries it.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of two is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. 7 seconds left in the fourth. He takes it in. The putback. Goes up again. He connects.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.